guys, how's it going? Today we are starting off down here at the garden center to pick out a couple of Christmas trees, and Benjamin's out here helping me. Where did Benjamin go?
Coming.
Where are you? Oh, there he is. He wore all camo today. I can barely see you out here, bud. You just blend in. Look at you. Anyway, what the plan is to pick out a couple of the smallest size Christmas trees they have, and we are going to do our mantle, like around our fireplace in the great room. And I did fresh cut Christmas trees. I want to say it was 2 or 3 Christmases ago, and I enjoyed that so much that I thought it would be fun to do that again this year. And I love having that fresh scent. Now I think the smallest trees they offer here might be like around this size, which is clearly too big for our mantle, but we can use the rest of the boughs for a couple of pots outside that I still haven't filled up yet, and also for another surface area in the house that I would like to decorate, hopefully today. One of you guys sent us out the most beautiful nativity I think I have ever seen. It's the one that my parents have, and one Christmas when we were doing a Christmas tour through their house, I showed it and talked about how one day I would love to find a nativity that was that beautiful, but I just haven't seen anything like that in years. And one of you guys found it and sent it out. I could not believe it. I was stunned. And that was last year. So this year we really get to get it out and display it. There's a train. Anyway, when we're done down here, we're actually gonna head to the warehouse first before we go home, because they are right in the middle of the after Thanksgiving sale, which I think today, when this video goes out, might be the last day of the sale. But the reason I want to go down there is because we got in our purple kneeling pads, and I actually haven't held one in my hands yet, and I really would love to have one. So we're gonna head down there and grab one. Okay, so let's take a look at what we've got here. These actually look smaller than the ones I was just looking at, but I do want to find a couple that are, you know, because I'm going to use about this much of it for the mantle, and I want them to be fairly open. So I don't even mind if I have to get a fairly large tree, because see this one right here? Like if we cut it off right there and use the top for our display, and then we'd have all these gorgeous boughs to use elsewhere, I think that would be awesome. So I'm not super particular, I guess, about size. I usually order boxes of greens to use around this time of year, and I completely forgot. So this is the route we're taking this year, because I don't want to take from theirs. Garland and wreath making classes start tomorrow, and they've got boxes and boxes of beautiful greens. All of the classes are maxed out in terms of the amount of people that we can have or fit up in that room. So they're gonna need all of those greens. Okay, so let's get a couple of trees picked out, and then we can move on with our day. I like the top of this one. That one's a good looking tree. I like the top of this one. I really love these. That is such a beautiful tree. Look at how open those branches are on top. Oh, I love this one. Oh, that's got a great look, doesn't it? Okay, so I think for sure this one right here. I don't know, that might be our second one right there. Hey, I think I picked out a couple. I found a really good one over here, Aaron.
How about this one?
A nice arb. Aaron, I'd love to see if you were in charge of decorating the mantle, what you would do.
Oh, it probably wouldn't look very good.
They are for Christmas time, but see this one right here? I'm only going to use about this much of it.
Yeah.
But that's a nice open, like a really pretty shape, and then I'll use the rest of the boughs for other things.
Yeah.
This one's been underneath the wisteria. Get a little extra,
Bonus.
little bonus. Okay, so I think we'll take that one. We got to spin the bottom off of it. I feel like I'm doing this the wrong way. I just keep snagging on myself. Woo!
Did somebody down here at Andrews make those stands?
Yep, they just drill a hole in the bottom, and then they can stand them up. Ah, okay. This one, handled. There's tree one. I can hear the chickens. One of them turned out to be a rooster. Hey, chickens. Hello. Hi, chickens. Man, they've grown so much. I don't know if you can see through the... Yeah, I see you. Are you crowing out here? Uh-huh. I hear ya. Okay, there's a couple more trees set right back here that look pretty good too. Yeah, that's a pretty one. These two might be my favorite though. They're a little bit too open on the top for me to use on the mantle, but oh my goodness, if we were doing a fresh cut tree as our main tree, I would pick one of these in a second. Look at how open those branches are and how gorgeous. So they call this a natural noble fir. These have not been shorn. These are how they naturally grow. When they shear them, they thicken up and give you a little bit more of that, well, thicker cone shape. And this one, it just gives you so much room for beautiful ornaments and just more of that natural look. I just think it's so gorgeous. All the rest of these are nobles too, but you can see the difference when they shear them, how much thicker they are. This one looks really pretty. I don't know, you guys, I think this one might be good. Let's put this one up next to it. I don't know, that one's way thicker. I don't know, I think maybe this one will work. Yeah, when you look at the top of this one and the top of that one right there, it's fairly similar. We're just gonna go with it. I could be out here all day trying to compare these trees. They're far enough apart from each other. Our mantle's big enough that I don't think you'll notice a huge variation in size, maybe. Okay, next stop is the warehouse. All right, here we are at the warehouse. Oh, they've got a Christmas tree set up in the lobby. I love it. Hey.
Hey.
Morning. Oh, has it been a busy day?
Oh yeah.
Nice. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Look at that.
Purple.
Oh, that's pretty. Do you love purple?
Well, this one's for you then. There you go.
I love it, but look at this, you guys. Look at all of these boxes, everything going on. There's a whole bunch of orders ready to go out. How exciting is this?
They have toys too.
They have toys too.
Do they? My goodness, Benjamin gets right in there and starts helping. Oh, how fun. Oh, goodness, let's get a view for the, hey Natalie.
Hey, hey.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. So these are prepped for orders that are already made.
Yeah.
Whoa. You guys are so amazing. Look at this. They prepped all of these and these are all ready for orders that they need to just fulfill. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And that is so pretty. Do you love that?
Yeah, because I love purple.
Me too. Ken just said that the purple, if it hasn't sold out already, it's really close to selling out, which you never know. I mean, we did the pink one as a limited run in the beginning, and then it sold out really quickly, so we are going to continually bring pink in, and you kind of just need to try things. So we thought, well, let's try purple and see how it goes, and you guys have been super excited about it, which is great. So that's probably a color we'll try to keep stocked at this point now that we know that it's a color that you guys like. Benjamin's working. I was just going to probably get in the way a little bit here, and oh my goodness. Okay, so it starts over here. I'm trying to figure out the assembly line here. And then it goes in this pile. And then shipping labels go on. And then it goes over here. Natalie's taping it up like a present.
Yes,
Very
here's your
cute.
present.
I love that.
To, who is this? Alma Rodriguez.
Ooh, nice.
It's
Thanks,
exciting
Alma.
time.
And then same thing going on over here. Look at this.
I have enough of these left.
Awesome. Thank you.
How's that one?
That was great.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Little squash.
That's okay. Oh, Bethany will love it. Okay, we're gonna put that in. So one for me and one for Bethany. Okay, we have arrived back at home. So now I just need to get these trees unloaded and we can get to decorating. I think we're gonna do some lunch first. So we will reconvene after we're all filled up. Okay, we are ready to get started. I'm in the great room at the moment. And you can see the mantle right behind us. We need to clear everything off of it first. I've got some hydrangea blooms, which I picked them at the wrong time. I picked them when they were really kind of newer blooms and a little bit more tender. And you really should wait until the blooms are a bit more papery because they dry better. But I was just kind of impatient and I thought, let's just give this a try. Anyway, from a distance, they don't look too bad. But every time we play in here, and that's me and Aaron included, we play with bouncy balls in here with the kids. Anyway, we throw them around, they hit the blooms, and then the blooms come tumbling down. So we just need to get all of that cleared off. And I'm not sure about the lamps. I'm going to be putting little Christmas lights in the trees. I'm guessing the lamps will not be needed. We'll just have to see. Maybe we'll pop some candles up there or something like that. I've got some battery operated ones, which would be really nice. And then right over here on this little table, I think this would be great for the nativity. but I honestly need to get it out of the box first and size up how big all the pieces are before I decide. And if we swing this way, you can see our great room tree. Of course, at night it's very sparkly and beautiful. Look at this. The kids helped me decorate it and they did a fantastic job. I don't put any topper or ribbon on this tree, or I haven't, at least for the last 2 or 3 years, and I really like it because I've got quite a number of ornaments and I really like them to be able to be the stars of the show. There's some gorgeous ones in here. Oh, I love it. So at this point, we just need to do the cleanup. We'll cut the tops of the trees off and get them sunk down in buckets, which can sink down in nicer looking pots. So we've got to go around and kind of figure out what the setup is going to be for these trees. And typically what I'll do, like inside the bucket to get the tree to stay instead of wobbling, is I'll just kind of wedge it in with a bunch of bricks. Makes it heavy, but it also makes the tree stay put. You know, and last time I think what I did is I had them in buckets and then I wrapped like a piece of plaid fabric around the bucket. I didn't even use a pot to put them down in. So anyway, let's just get into this and see how it goes. And just in case you were wondering, on the other side of our great room, this is what it looks like. It's all about balance, right? So Benjamin and I set up a battle here last night. This was his side, his guys, and these were my guys. Some of them ended up on windowsills, but we kind of have a toy corner right here because this is where we do most of our living in this room. We hang out in here or the kitchen, and we like the kids to be able to play close to us if they want to. So anyway, it looks like some guys are on some islands down here. They usually treat the carpet like it's lava. So there you go. Whoa, are you going to set up another battle?
I don't know where to. There's no more.
Well, you need to clean this one off. All the dudes are dead. You need to start a new one.
And that one.
Yeah. You need to set up a new one.
And that one.
Yeah. Okay, let's get going on this. I'm gonna use my pruning saw, which it looks like the last time I used it, I cut open a squash. There's squash remnants all over it. And I'm gonna start by cutting these a little bit tall because I'm not exactly sure how big I want them. So I'd rather them be tall. We can always take a little bit off. I'm thinking if I take it right about in here, we should be okay. Let's see. I'm gonna lose some to the bucket. Now, let's try this. Almost. Okay, all of these boughs we get to use for wreaths and pots.
Hey, Mama. I'm stumped. Oh, E as in brownie. Can we make brownie sometime? That was what I was stumped on. I was just kidding.
Yes, you were.
I was just kidding.
Well, Aaron's getting the buckets apart because they are stuck. Let's go size these up. It's a little tall. I am going to cut a little bit more of the stem off because it already is cut. See that right there? So we'll cut the stem off about here, and I'm going to cut probably about 4 inches off the bottom. See how that does. So this one is the perfect size right here. So I'm going to attempt to cut the other one about the same. Did you get it? Oh, I know, it was hard. Thank you. I don't know. We might have to cut the tree down just a tiny bit more. Or maybe some of the bottom branches. I'm trying to remember what I used last time. I think I did a video on it. Might have to watch it back because I remember I thought that they were a little bit shorter. Whatever I used was kind of like a shallow bowl, kind of like a tree stand, which is maybe the direction I need to go because these are gonna pop the tree up so much higher. And in order to get it the right height with the right shape, because I really don't want to cut any more of these branches because I like these lower branches. It makes it look the right shape. And I think it'll look too small if I do that. All right, I'm gonna go find something else. What about pond plant pots? Do I have any that are shallow? Those aren't really that shallow. I thought I had other ones. Did I use them all? Surely not. You know what we could do though? These are pretty flimsy. I wonder if we could cut these down to size. This might be perfect. I think that's gonna work out perfectly. Now we're ready to roll. Oh my mercy. Oh my goodness, well that second one is definitely thicker than the first one we cut. So I was going to wrap them with lights out here before I take them inside and anchor them in their pots, but I might go ahead and anchor them in the pots first, kind of size them up, and then maybe selectively prune out a few branches out of that second one to make it look a little closer to the first one, and then we'll do lights. I mean, maybe if they're faced the right direction, that looks pretty similar. Those look so pretty up there. Look at that, and they smell amazing. So I got water in both the containers, and there are 2 bricks in both. This one's a little squirrely. I'm gonna try to sneak something else. Maybe I'll go grab like a half brick or something, or a rock, because there's a little hole on this side that I don't think I'm gonna be able to fit a full brick, but it really needs it. Otherwise it's gonna maybe wanna fall forward. Right now it's staying still, but I don't think I'm gonna have to prune any branches from this part. I did prune some, which are sitting right down there, from the bottom so that it would fit into the container. Oh, that looks so pretty though. I love it. Oh my goodness, it's looking so cute. So I've got one 100 count strand of lights in each one of these trees, and I need to fuss with each strand a little bit. And I've got a tail on the end that I need to get a stepladder out so I can reach the very tippy top and get the lights all the way there. I think I'm gonna leave the lamps for now because I don't think unless I put more lights in the trees that they'll make up for the light that these provide. And I really like that at night, and it's kind of needed in this room. So I'm just gonna leave them for the time being. We'll see when it's dark outside. But I do think if I put extra lights, like another strand in these trees, they would be too bright. It would be too much. Oh, it's looking so pretty. But I am at a point where I need to run to Joann's really quick because I cannot locate my little red ribbon, and I really want to do little red ribbon bows on these trees. That's what I did the first time, and I really, really loved it. So I just went through all the totes. Like, I am a dusty mess. I just went through all the totes in the barn and I could not find it. So I think what I'm gonna do is get the Nativity out because I did bring that box over, and then we'll run to the store and get supplies. It's kind of one of those projects today. I almost took it a different direction when I couldn't find those little bows. We'll see. But right in here, we will find the Nativity. And it is just the most gorgeous thing. Oh my goodness, look at one of the wise men. I've got to get it all unboxed. We received this at a point last year where it was too late to put it out, so I didn't even bother to unpack any of this. I didn't want to have to repack it back up, but you can see all of the detail. There's like this little faux fur trim on the cape, and just the textures of all of it, all of the different materials used, all the little different embellishments. It's just such a beautiful set. Check out this one. It's like another wise man here. I wonder if there's any details on the bottom. It says Department 56. I know that there were some of you looking for a set like this, but that's all the information I have. Department 56. Oh, that is shoes and everything. Oh. Okay, so there's 2 wise men there. Here's the 3rd wise man. There's the shepherd boy. Look at that. The fleece jacket there. He's got a sheep in his arms, and then there's also 3 sheep to go along with it. And then there's Joseph right here. Mary with the baby Jesus and the manger. So I'd like to try to arrange all of that on this table, which I don't think is going to be too difficult. I need to remove everything except for the lamp first. Might be able to work the candlestick back in, I'm not sure. But let's try it. Look at how this turned out. Now it is a bit more dim than when we put them out. It's not as bright outside. I had to run some errands while some stores in town were still open real quick before I could carry on with my project. Plus I needed red ribbon for the Christmas trees. But now looking at this, I could tuck a little string of fairy lights in the greens. I just used the little greens that we cut off the base of the little trees that we just bought today. So that's exactly how I use them in here. And you can pop them out like midway through December and put fresh ones in. They smell so good. And they're so easy. I mean, these are just laying on the table. They don't make a mess. They just are beautiful. And I love how this nativity looks, even without fairy lights. There's just such a richness to it because of all of the different materials used, all the different colors and textures. And I love that detail in the manger. Just beautiful. Even tucked a couple greens in right here. And it gives us a little bit of a better look at these trees. Now it's a little bit darker. I think today I've spent more time gathering supplies and looking through tubs in our barn than doing anything else. Anyway, now we can continue on. I did go pick up some oranges too. You know, we made the clove oranges in the Hartley the other day, and they look so pretty out there that I wanted to make a few more for the mantle up here. We might dry some as well. So anyway, this project's kind of just turning into, I don't know, whatever. It's probably a mess. So we're just going to keep working on the trees, and I'll give you a tour when they're 100% done. All right, guys, we worked into the evening, but we got it done. And I just love how it turned out. Look at that. I'm standing back so you can kind of see the whole thing where the nativity is and the whole mantle. It just looks so warm and cozy. I started a fire, and the trees are actually very simple. All we have on there are little red bows, the dried orange slices from the Hartley. I went out and grabbed those, and they don't look too bad. I didn't make any new ones just because of time. And then there's little red jingle bells and some little sparkly gold Christmas balls. As you can see right there, the kids love that. Look at that. So simple and so sweet. I tossed a couple of pomegranates down at the base. I'm going to put more clove orange pomanders. I made a couple to go up here. But just because of time, I decided to stop making those just so I could get it all put together, and then I could add little things here and there or not. But I did put one little stem of greens up there, and I used the books that I already had up on the mantle. I just set them aside while I cleaned everything and then popped them back up there so I don't have to find a new home for those. But it's just so simple. And the nativity over here looks so beautiful. I just love that so much. So here's a look from this side. See the army men still on the table over there. And then the mantle and the great room tree. It's just so fun. And all the lights outside too through the window. You can see those. I put some pillows on either side of the fireplace on the hearth because we actually use this as seating quite a lot. So it's nice to have something cozy and comfortable down here. And I just picked up these Santa pillows recently. They're brand new, and I was going to use them outside on our benches right outside our great room door, and I had them out there when we just got done decorating it the other day. But I popped some older ones out there because these are so pretty and I want to keep them nice. And oh my gosh, look at it from out here. Those sweet little Christmas trees lit up, kind of mirroring the same color and shape of the ones out here. Oh, and you can see that fire just burning away in there. It just looks extra, extra cozy. And you guys, that is it for this project. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this thing come together. I don't know how it's gonna come together in video form because I feel like I was all over the place. But in the end, it's all pretty simple and it just looks so fun. And I just am thankful that I got it done before the 1st of December because now I feel like the inside of our house is pretty much done. I've got a few containers I want to do outside, but that's always the goal for me because if I start doing anything after the 1st of December, I always feel like I'm a little bit late because we only have such a short time to enjoy the decorations. So kind of the earlier the better for me anyway, because I like the whole month of December just to be cozy and have this feel around the whole house. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.